So let's talk about gate 39. So gate 39 is the gate of provocation, and it is in the root center. So whenever we're talking about root center gates, there's always going to be some kind of pressure involved. Hello, if you are new, my name is Ebony. Welcome to my channel. Here we learn about human design and gene keys in order to reclaim our power, prioritize our pleasure, and create the freedom-filled lives that we desire. If you would like to have everything that I'm going to talk about in this video in a easy to read document format, you can go ahead and download my free gate reference guide in the description below. And with that, let's go ahead and jump into the video. So, like I mentioned, gate 39 is the gate of provocation. What does this mean? Okay, this means that if you have this gate defined, you have a pressure, right? You're driven to provoke people through your words. You want to prod people into action, right? Now, this isn't just something to do just because it's fun, right? The reason that you're doing, there's always a purpose, right? It's something to be very intentional about, because what this gate actually means is that your words hold weight, right? This gate is actually connecting to gate 55, which is the gate of spirit, right? And the shadow, gate 55 is victimization. So what you're doing when you are using the gifts of this gate is that you are provoking an emotional reaction in the people around you, because you want to get them into action. You want to wake them up out of whatever, monotonous, unconscious programming that you're seeing is not beneficial to them, and push them, provoke them into going in a different direction. Now, the shadow of this gate is provocation, right? The gated provocation, the shadow is provocation. What this means is there's two different sides, okay? You're either walking on eggshells because you're terrified of provoking people. You don't want to get any kind of emotional reaction out of anyone, either because you don't want to be misunderstood, you don't want people to not like you, things like that, or you're just being a dick, right? You are just poking at people and poking at people and poking at people and provoking them just because you know you can. There's no rhyme or reason to it. There's no intentionality behind it. You just know that if you say things, you're going to get a reaction out of people, and you're just like, I'm just doing this shit because I can, right? So those are two unhealthy manifestations of the shadow of this gate. Now, the gift of this gate is dynamic. Okay, it's dynamism. It's the act of being dynamic. Okay, so how do you get from provocation, just for shits and giggles, into being a dynamic person, right? It comes back to intention, right? Understanding that you are here to move people into higher states of awareness. You are here to wake people up, because that's what your words are doing. You are here, you're like an alarm clock. Hey, hello, are you seeing that this isn't working? Maybe we should try something else, right? You have the ability to do that. You have the ability to push people into action simply through the words that you're using. You don't have to force them to do anything. You don't have to make them do anything. You can literally just speak to them and move them into a different direction, move them into a higher state of consciousness. And that is the gift of this gate. That is what you want to be doing when you are utilizing this gate in order to benefit the people around you. Okay? And the highest expression of this, right, the city of this gate, is liberation. You are here to use this gate in order to liberate the collective. What do I mean by liberate the collective? Liberate them from the shit that isn't working anymore. We all know those people. I'm sure we all have people like that in our lives who they do the same thing over and over and over and over again, because it's all they know, right? It's familiar. It's the way things have always been done. It's what everyone around them has always done. They don't know anything else, right? So you having this gate, you having the ability to see that they're in this cycle, going back and forth, and it's not working, you can then provoke them into action, provoke them into moving in a different direction with your words. And that is what this gate is meant to do. It's literally a wake-up call. It is an alarm clock for the people who are not present enough, or are not, I don't want to say evolved. Evolved is not the right word, but if you're here on this channel, it's because you're interested in a certain level of personal development or spiritual development or whatever. There are people who are not interested in those things, right? There are millions and billions of people on this planet who have never heard of human design or gene keys or mindset work or any of these things. So if you have this gate, you are here to wake them up. You are here to open them up to higher states of awareness and higher states of consciousness, using your words to move them into action. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Again, if you are interested, my gate reference document is in the description below. And that is all I have. So I will see you in the next video.